Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a couple of things that we're going to play with. I have this purple haze palette from Cara Beauty. This palette came from my really sweet friend Clara Barrera. And she gifted me this when we did our 12 days of Christmas Advent Calendar collab exchange. And I finally get to play with it today. I'm super excited to dip into this palette and see what kind of look we come up with. And also I have some review items from Influencer. They sent me the Physicians Formula Butter Buddies collection. There is some powders in here, and we all know that I don't use powder, but we're going to try it out. I just have foundation on today. We'll give it a go. I'm going to do like part of my face with the color corrector Butter Buddies banana powder. So I'll probably do just like my red areas with this. And then with this one here, it's the illuminating. So I'll probably do the rest of the face with the illuminating powder. But then I also have this pretty blush. I'm super excited for the blush. So we're just going to get into this. We're going to get into this look and let's see what we can come up with. I'm super excited to dip into this palette. If this is something that you are interested in taking a peek at also, just keep watching. Yay, you decided to stay. Okay, guys, let's just get into this. This is what the Purple Haze palette looks like. I think I'm going to do, it's going to be kind of like a little sunset moment. I think that's what we're going to try to do. And it's definitely not a winter theme, but we don't go by the seasons. We go with whatever it is that we're in the mood to play with at that moment. I love creativity. And I really do believe that makeup has no rules. So that's what we do here. I also have on the colored rain lashes that Clara got me from the Advent calendar exchange, and also the earrings she gave me. So I'm kind of all Clara'd out today. So let's get into this. I've already primed my eyes and I just want to get into this. I want to see how this yellow performs. I have the Girl Scout version of this little pack. There's like 4 different colors. I think pink, purple, green, and orange in these. And so I'm really excited to try the Purple Haze one out. Cara Beauty is a very affordable brand. I know that they make a really good shadow. I know that not all of their palettes are equal, but these little ones that they sell here, I'm not sure about their bigger palettes, but these, look, that pigment, like that's yellow, and that's a yellow on my olive skin tone. And so for that yellow to show up is big, because a lot of times yellow just disappears into my skin. So I'm super excited, and I'm doing that yellow crease. I did zoom in a little bit, and I'm going to look forward. I keep forgetting it's something that I'm trying to do to help with seeing how I do my eye looks. So I'm going to be looking back and forth between the mirror down below and the monitor. So, but I'm just wiping back and forth and then kind of doing small little strokes just to kind of build it up in certain areas. I'm going to be looking up here too, just to make sure that I am seeing it in every angle, because my eyes, like sometimes I've gotten done with my eye looks, and if I don't look on this side and I have big lashes on, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I might have not made that as even as I thought I did. Okay, so just kind of bringing it back and forth. Again, like I said, this has a wonderful pigment to it. Okay. Yes. Okay, so now I'm going to go into the orange, and I'm going to incorporate the orange right underneath where I laid that yellow. Going in with a little bit more fluffier flat brush. It's not, it's kind of slanted, but it's more of a I'm just tapping. I'll blend more once I get all the pigment down and I get to where it's built up to where I want it. But this is it's a tapered but elongated. That's the word I'm looking for. And then go back in with the yellow brush and just kind of blend that out. There we go. Go in with this side. Just tapping it on, getting that pigment on there. This, seriously, this set of palettes really, really have some wonderful pigments to them. I'm not putting any additional product on the brush that had the yellow on it. I'm just kind of blending it into that orange. And getting it to mesh really well together. Get that seamless look. That is pretty. Okay, and now I'm going to take another brush and we're going to go in and I'm going to just take a round, a little bit fluffy, but smaller to do right on the lid. I'm going to go in with Cloud 9, which is a really bright pink. And we're going to lay, oh, that's so stinking pretty. It is a neon hot pink. I love me a neon hot pink, that is for sure. So stinking pretty. I'm going to go back in with that orange brush and connect to that pink. Oh, so stinking pretty. Yes. And let's see here. Oops, about went into the pink with my orange brush. Okay. And going in on the other side. Is I am going to be doing some different videos coming up. This new year has challenged me to change up my channel a little bit. So I won't just be doing makeup looks. I might be popping on here more often with my makeup already completed, and then I will just talk about what I have on my eyes, and we'll be talking more about makeup, ranking and doing a lot of the kind of videos that a lot of people want to see. And I have been asked to do those kind of videos, or asked if I would ever consider doing those kind of videos, and I think that it's a great idea. So I want to incorporate, they have a really pretty shifty pinkish purple. I think I'll put that right in the center of that pink. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. And I am doing that with my finger, but I think I'm going to try a flat brush and I'm going to wet it. And let's see what that does. I haven't done that in a while. Oh, this, it is a softer. Oh, well, let me do this. I got this little glitter applicator thing. I'm going to take it with that silicone brush and try it that way. Oh yeah, that's nice. I like that a lot. Ooh, see how much of a difference that made? I'm looking up at that one. I know that is bothersome to some, but it's kind of a habit. And so we will have to get used to doing it a different way. Okay, Yes, I love that. I'm going to take the brushes with the colors and kind of connect it to it so there's no harsh lines, but okay. All right. So now I'm going to go back in with the orange and kind of take it right up to that shimmer. Yeah, like that. And then I'm going to take the pink brush and kind of do the same thing down on the lid and just kind of drag that that pink into that shimmer a little bit. And what that does is that combines it so that you don't just look like you have a streak of shimmer right down the center of your eye. Okay, that is really pretty. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a, let's see here, I can find the brush. Yeah, we'll do this one. Okay, so it's a even more flat rectangle. No, flat. No, I don't even know. It's one of the flat brushes. So a flat brush, I'm going to take this lighter. It's called lighter, but it's the darkest of the whole palette. But I know that lighter is because it's Purple Haze. But still, lighter, and it's the darkest shade. I think that's hilarious. Okay. And I am going to spray. Yeah. I'm going to spray this, and this is what I'm going to take on the lower lash line. And if you're new here, why I spray it is because it gives it maximum pigmentation underneath the waterline. You spray it even if it is a matte shade, and it will give you maximum pigmentation, but also it mainly for mature eyes or eyes that tend to have a lot of movement throughout the day or whatnot. If you want it to stay all day long, wet your mats before you put them underneath your eyes because it makes a huge difference. Okay. Well, this shade looks a lot darker in the palette than it does on the brush, even wet. So it is a buildable shade, which is kind of strange because a lot of these shades, as you can tell already, are very pigmented. So I wasn't expecting that. But purples and reds are really the hardest shades to master. So it is just a possibility that the pigments that they used just are not as vibrant, and you have to just build it. But it's building up really nicely. Okay. I'm going to wipe that brush off, and I'm going to dip into, I'm going to use the glitter underneath my eye. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use this glitter glue. You can't get this anymore. This came in a set, but I'm going to use that glitter glue, and I'm just going to put it underneath here and drag it into where I just laid that shadow. And again, I'm looking, well, I've got to look up so you guys can see me. And got that glitter glue down. And I'm going to pick up some of this top shelf purple glitter. And I'm just going to pop that on underneath. just tapping. You don't want to drag. Yep, I love that. Even though this is a pressed glitter, it is a very fine glitter. That looks great. I love that underneath. And so let's go ahead and put, they have Indica, which is a really beautiful lavender. And I want to go ahead and put that in. Yeah, absolutely. It comes out more almost like a pink than a lavender. That is so gorgeous. That is so, so stinking pretty. Okay, so let's go ahead and do let's do Woodstock in the waterline. Okay, yes, I love that Woodstock in the waterline. I am going to dip into Flexitarian by ColourPop. This was sent to me by Senia, my PIC, and this is her favorite. And I typically do not like the Super Shocks from ColourPop because I've gotten the eyeshadow Super Shocks and they've dried out almost immediately after I've gotten them. And so I've had to throw them all out, and it has made me really never want to purchase it again. But she sent me the highlighter, and I have not tried the highlighters before. And so I'm super excited to try this. It's super soft, not dried out at all. So I have good hopes for this. And I have swatched it, and it looked beautiful. But first, let's go ahead and powder. I don't powder, guys. We're going to see. Most likely, you can't judge anything you see on my face that concerns powder. My face is naturally super dry. It does not need powder. And powdering is, I know, to set a foundation, but my skin doesn't have moisture behind it. And so my foundation stays put for the most part. And so if this does not look good on my skin, you cannot judge it based on my skin, because that's why I don't wear powder. But I will give it a go. Like I said, I'm going to do the illuminating all over, and then I'm going to do the banana right where the red areas are, because it's a color correcting, the banana one is. And then I'm going to use the blush. And I did get some new brushes in from Alien Cosmetics, and so I picked some up that were on clearance on the Black Friday sale, and so I'm super excited to, oops, I didn't mean to do that. I'm super excited to try that. Ooh, I want to smell these, because these are the butter, you know, the butter collection. Oh, they smell like the bronzer. Oh my goodness, they smell so good. Yep, they all do. These smell a little bit different than the blush. It might be because of the pigment that you can put in the blush. Okay, so yay, I get to use these. Oh, they're so soft. Oh, they're just so soft. Okay, I'm going to start off with the banana one, and we're going to apply that right in. And we're not going to base it right off the bat. The one thing I know with powder, when I first put it on, it doesn't look too bad. And then it just like starts to suck every ounce of moisture out of my skin. And then it starts to create wrinkles where there was no wrinkles before. And it really looks really bad underneath my eyes. And so, and then it just starts to just wrinkle up my face. So, and look clumpy. It looks bad. Just trust me. So I'm gonna apply it, and then by the end of the video, we'll take a close-up look. Okay? I'm just going to apply it where the red is. It smells like the butter bronzer. It smells amazing. Now I'm going to go into illuminating and go all the way around. I might be dry as a Sahara Desert. Ooh, it made me look whiter. Okay, well, it did change my makeup. Can you tell a difference? It made me look white. But we're gonna spray it with, we're gonna setting spray it. So we might bring some of that color back. Plus, we're about to blush. So, but I don't know and I have an olive skin tone, but I'm a neutral to cool olive. So a light, neutral, cool olive skin. So I don't know if this is going to flatter all skin tones if it gives me a white cast. So we got to watch for that. Okay. And then let's go into the blush, and I'm going to grab this Alien. Oh, they're just so soft. I'm sorry. They don't have them anymore. They clearance them out now. They're sold out. But I love these brushes. I wish I would have known about it. I probably would have gotten a couple of them. Okay, so I'm going to put on some blush. And this is a really good blush brush too. So I can tell it's going to be one of my favorites. Yeah. I love this blush. And the fact that it smells good is going to make me want to use it more often. Is anybody else like that? If it smells good, you know, it doesn't matter the price because Physicians Formula is very affordable. It doesn't matter the price, but I'm going to pick this over the Hourglass because this one smells good. Is anybody else like that, or is that just me? Okay. I'm doing it on my nose. I don't contour or bronze, and so my blush is kind of what I contour with or bronze because I put it underneath my chin just like somebody would with bronzer, and down the sides of my neck. I do it right here on the sides of my nose underneath, and then I go on the perimeter underneath, but I very little. It's usually what's left over unless there's absolutely nothing, and I might dip in just a little bit, but yeah, that's how I do my face. I don't go by what I'm a makeup rebel. I do what I want to do. And nobody else is going to tell me any different. Okay, so that looks good. The blush brought a lot more color back into my face. So I have a feeling that once I spray this, I think it's going to look okay. So I'm surprised, okay, because it's powder on my face. Like right now, I'm going to spray it, but right now without spraying it, do you see that? Do you see that? Right in there. There's no wrinkles there, but do you see how that is bunching up my skin? That's typically not there. Now, these fine lines are always there, but that is not typically there. That's from the powder. See that? See all that? That's from the powder. And it'll do that up underneath my eyes too, and I'll look way older. So that's what typically powder does, and it'll do it in other places of my skin too. And so let's spray it and see if it gets better. Almost through with this. I got this with Influencer too, and I do like it. It's not as good as my ABH Glowy or my ABH Dewy set. That's my favorite. The original ABH Dewy set. It's my favorite, and I have a backup, and it's gonna be coming out really soon. As soon as I get rid of this. Okay, actually, when this one's gone, I'm going to pour this in this because this sprayer has been broke, I swear. Like, Goddard Cosmetics has kind of went down on my list of companies. Just saying, don't come at me. Don't come at me. There's been some things, I might have to have a video on that because I've had some things happen that I'm just like, that shouldn't be happening. Yep, we don't like powder. It's doing it even through setting spray. Let's see if I can get closer. Still there. You can't see it, but it's bunching up right here. And see that? It's bunching up around my lip. That's normally not there. Yeah, there's normally a few little lines over here, but all of this up in here, no. That's typically not there. So it's like it just starts to suck the moisture out and wrinkle it up. I just do not like powder on my face. Like, I can tell a difference. Like, it's a huge difference. You are looking through the camera, so it's a little harder to see with all these lights and everything, but if you were in person, you would see the difference with powder on my face. So you cannot, if you normally can use powder, then these are probably just fine. But if you normally don't wear powder because it sucks the life out of your skin, then I'd pass. So there's my review on that. The blush is amazing, and the smell is amazing. So there's that. And I'm so glad that they did the butter blushes, because I don't contour, I don't bronze, and so that's what normally smells like that. And so I just I had it for a long time, but I never used it because I don't bronze. But now I have a blush. I'm going to be using the tar out of this blush. So very, very cool. Now I'm going to go in with Flexitarian, and then we'll pick out a lip, and we are ready to roll. Okay, so here we go. Oh, look at that. I'm like, okay, none of mine came that amazing, so I'm already super excited to get this on my face. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Senia, because you made a believer out of me. That's a beautiful highlight. And it's a glowy highlight, but it's a powerful glowy highlight. Yes, you could blend it out or you can build it up. So it's up to you. But look at that. It's got that wet look. Oh, love it. I love it a lot. I like a blinding highlight. So, yeah. I don't like it to be a line, so I drag. See, I put it where I want it, and then I make it look more natural by dragging the lines into. I usually, up here, I don't go up. I kind of go like this. I go over to the side, but I blend it and then make sure that there's no harsh lines right in here, and just tap it and tap and drag down over here. And that's how I do, if I do highlight with my finger. And typically, even if I apply it with a brush, I still do that with my finger afterwards, just to incorporate it into the blush and make it look more natural, so it's not just a line of highlighter. But I do like a big blinding spot of highlighter on my cheekbone. So, and I don't ever put it on my nose like people do. All I do, because I have a bigger nose, so I don't want it to like stick out there even more. So I don't highlight it. But I do take a small brush and I put it up in the high point of my brow. And I typically will take it all the way down to the top of my eyeshadow, and then I always bring it over, and so that it just kind of runs into where I have the highlighter. And I love this so much. Thank you so much, Senia. Oh, I love it. Yeah, you got me hooked, girl. And Caitlin, there you go. I found me another ColourPop item that I do like. When I say I don't like ColourPop, it is literally just their palettes, and their Super Shocks. But this is an exception. I like me the highlighter, at least that one. I've not tried any of the other ones, but that's beautiful. Okay, let's go ahead and get into a lippy. I've been looking for a reason to use my Aileen Cosmetics pink one because it is a pretty pink. Okay, I'm going to line my lips with a ColourPop in I Heart This. Okay, when you line your lips, you want to go on your natural line of your lips. It looks like you're overlining, but literally the width of the pencil, that if you set it right, if you set the point right on your lip line, it will naturally overline your lips just a little bit, but you don't want to overline them. I mean, some people do, but I don't. And if I do overline a little bit, it's just to even out so that you have a symmetrical mirroring to the other side. Now, once you got everything lined, if you want your lips to last all day, kind of like wetting the eyeshadow underneath, if you want your lips to last all day, fill them in. Okay? And it may not last. It all depends on how much you do with your lips during the day. You know, how much you're eating or drinking and stuff like that, if that'll last all day. But majority of the color will stay. And then I'm going in with Linda from Aileen Cosmetics' new lip line. Look at Linda. Okay. That is so stinking pretty. I love that. Okay. That Linda, that is just such a pretty, like, it's a pink, but maybe just a hint of purple to it. It's just gorgeous. But it's not like that hot pink that's just too pink, if that makes sense. I don't know if I make sense, but it just has just the right tone of purple to it, that it just, I think it will go with a lot more skin tones than if it was just that hot pink. I love it. Okay. All right. So the jury's out. Like, my skin doesn't look super dry, but it is bunching my skin up in areas. So for me, the powder's a no-go. The blush is beautiful. The highlighter is beautiful. The lippy and the eye look is beautiful, in my opinion. And tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. Okay, guys, that is it. I love this look. Yes, I am not giving off any winter vibes in this look. I am dreaming of a sunset in the Caribbean with this look. So, guys, tell me what you think. I love it. I love it. If you don't love it, that's okay. It's all right. You can tell me. I'm a big girl. I can handle it. So, all right, and let me know. Let me know if you guys are excited for a few more changes in the channel that are going to be coming up in the new year. I might start it a little early. We'll see. But I still have quite a few videos that are older that will be going up also. So I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did, and I hope that you guys all have a blessed day. Take care. Bye-bye.
I give you my heart.